All right, happy Tuesday. Welcome back. We had a crazy rainstorm, so we're doing everything standing today because the carpet's a little wet underneath us. It didn't hold up. So all we really need is a surface to put our pressure on. So I'm using my box. Or a desk, or we have a chair around. We can use the back of that chair, using those forearms if we don't want to get onto those palms. All right, so 30 seconds starting with this warm up, jumping jacks. We're just gonna get those heart rates up. If you wanna step it out, you can, or just nice and easy, 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. No power jacks, not yet. This is the most cardio we'll do all day though. We're halfway. Oh yeah, we're working out. I got distracted. 3, 2, 1. All right, we got those standing good mornings. Those hands are coming behind those heads. 30 seconds here. Bringing those elbows together as we exhale, rounding through that spine. Inhaling pride into that chest. Exhale, crunch. Inhale up. We're halfway. All right. Last couple ones. Shoulders are down and back. Last one. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going into monster kicks. So hips are staying squared now, and we're just kicking straight up towards that hand. We don't have to touch the hand, but we're trying to get the foot up. We don't want to bring the hand down. All right, 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Warming up those hip flexors. Yeah. Hips are staying squared. We got less than 10 seconds. Exhale up, inhale down, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 3, 2, 1. All right, now we got calf raises. So we can use a surface if we need to, but we're just coming up onto those tippy toes and dropping back down. 30 seconds here. If we want, we can follow my cues. We'll do toes in and toes out to break it up because I have ADHD. I get bored. All right, 3, 2, 1, toes in. Keep going. Or you can stay with those regular ones. All right, 3, 2, 1, heels out. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1. All right. Toe scoops, alternating, digging that heel into the ground, straightening that leg, scooping down it. 3, 2, 1. Feeling it in the back of those legs. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. We're halfway. Five more seconds. Although I could stay here all day. This feels good. 3, 2, 1. All right, so standing series. We don't want to be completely hinged over. So if we have that desk, we might want to come up onto those. We can come onto those fists instead of flat on those hands. Or if you have those bottles, a couple bottles nearby, we can always come onto those bottles as well. We're gonna go one side, one leg. I'm gonna tell you everything we're doing because we're going straight into it, okay? So first up, those knees are even, slight hinge in that body. Foot is flexed. And we are just kicking straight up, squeezing that glute to get that heel up. After that, we're gonna go into those fire hydrants. So from that level knee, straight out, squeezing that hip out. Then we've got curtsy taps. So we're gonna take that foot behind us and tap down. Now we're working on this leg. And then we got that front leg lift. So we're switching it around. We can always come to the side. But we're just keeping that foot flexed, raising it straight up. And then we're gonna hold it, trying to take away that hand. If we want, we can close those eyes. We're working on that ankle now. And then flipping it over for a plank hold. So shoulders are down and back, that core is tight, that glutes in. All right, we're doing all of that all on one side, and then we're gonna do it all again on the other side. So starting with those donkey kicks. If we wanna come to the back of the chair, use those forearms. That works as well. I don't have the space. All right, starting with those donkey kicks on one leg only. I'm starting with my right. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze that glute to get it up. We're not overarching that back, we're just squeezing that glute. So here's overarching, and here's just squeezing that glute. We're halfway. Promise you, your legs are gonna be so tired after this, but we get to do it all standing. How cool is that? Slight bend in that other knee so we don't lock it out and pass out. All right, 3, 2, 1, we're going straight into those fire hydrants, keeping that foot flexed 90 degrees in that whole leg. We're opening up that leg, keeping everything squared. Try. You get it right. That other foot still has that slight bend in that knee. That whole leg's coming out with us, not just the knee. And we're keeping those hips square to the ground. All right, and 3, 2, 1, tapping back for that curtsy lunge. So finding a little bit over to the left if you're on that right leg. I don't know if you can hear my knee. It's creaky, halfway. Keeping those hips squared. You can be on those. We're really working on those legs, so you shouldn't be putting a ton of pressure on those palms. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going into the front leg. Hips are squared. Exhale up, inhale down. Squeeze that core. If we want to take that hand away for added challenge, slight bend in that leg that's still on the ground though. We're over halfway. All right, and 3, 2, 1, we're just taking it to that high point, whatever level that is for you. It could be here, it could be here. We're just staying here for 30 seconds. If you want to try and close those eyes, work on that ankle strength. Make sure something's nearby. We're over halfway. Keeping that foot flexed, slight bend in that leg that's on the ground still. Chest is proud, core is activated. AKA squeezing it. 3, 2, 1, going into that plank hold. 30 seconds here. We can have those legs out wider for stability if we want, but we're engaging that core, tucking that tailbone in. And take it deeper onto those forearms. We're almost there, just breathing through it. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're gonna go on to the other side. Same exact thing, quick transitions through there. Now you know what we're doing. I'll come to this side. All right. Starting with those donkey kicks, finding that nice hinge position. 30 seconds here. That foot is flexed. We're just squeezing that glute to get that heel up. 3, 2, 1. Slight hinge in that body, bending it through that other leg. Squeeze that glute, not overarch that lower back. We're halfway. Time under tension is what builds those muscles. That's why we're doing these quick transitions today. Straight back. 3, 2, 1. We're bringing that knee level with the other one and just opening straight out to the side. The whole leg's coming with us, not just that knee. Slight bend in that standing leg still. Hips are squared. Slight bend in those elbows. We don't want to be locking anything out. Halfway. All right, in 3, 2, 1, we're going into those curtsies. So taking that foot, tapping it behind you at a slight angle. We still want that knee to be over that front heel. So trying to kick back to where we're not just bending down. We want to bend back. 10 seconds. Ooh, I'm feeling it, are you? Baby, I got it. 3, 2, 1, going right into those front leg lifts. Foot flex, slight bend in that straight leg. We can take that hand off of that surface if we want more of a challenge. Powering up on 1, slowing it back down on 1, 2, 3, 4. We're halfway. Hips are squared. 3, 2, 1, finding that balance. I went straight to eyes closed. That is an option, but making sure those hips are squared. Slight bend in that standing leg, taking that foot to our level of hard. And then if we want to try and close those eyes, we're halfway. Three, 2, 1, right into that plank. Finishing up here. Shoulders are down and back, that core is engaged, aka I'm sucking that belly in. Those glutes are also being pulled in. We're over halfway. Just focus on that breathing and give me some respect when I get home. 3, 2, 1. All right. We got a little bit of core and we're done. So, standing oblique crunch, these side bends. So, our shoulders are down and back. We're not rounding through that spine. We're standing nice and proud. We're exhaling as we pull that weight down. Inhale as we come back up. So we're crunching into this oblique here, but we really want to work with that breath to get it awakened, get it moving. So if you have a water bottle around for a little extra weight, or if you have a weight, whatever you want. That other hand can just be by your side. I like to put it up and over so I know where my shoulders are. But whatever feels comfortable here, we can also have it on that other hip. All right, 20 seconds, 10 seconds of rest, and then we're doing it again, and then we're going to the other side. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. Halfway. Making sure there's a slight bend in those knees. We don't want to ever lock anything out. All right, we got 10-second rest if you want to take it. And we go again in 3, 2, 1, 20 seconds. Exhale, inhale. Last one, you got this. 3, 2, 1. All right, in 10 seconds, we're going to the other side. All right, dropping that weight on the other side, finding our positions. 3, 2, 1. Slight bend in those knees. These feet should be squared. Exhale, crunch. Inhale up. 3, 2, 1. Taking that 10-second rest if we want it, or we can work right through. It's only 50 seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1, round 2. Let's get it. We're just moving that upper body. That lower body is staying as still as possible. Just using that oblique to get ourselves back up. We got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. I had to say that because I started dancing and then I didn't want you to think you move your hips. I just can't not dance. Okay, we got plank seesaws. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Twice 2. All right, are we ready? Oh, so plank seesaw. We're coming into that plank position, so if we want, we can be on those fists or using those bottles underneath to help us. Whatever works, but we're in that plank position, and then we're just rocking forward onto those toes and back. So the lower we go, the harder it is on that core. The higher it is, the more it is on those calves. All right. 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, and then second time through. 3, 2, 1. We're halfway. Three, 2, 1. Taking that 10-second break. I'm gonna go a little lower. So yep. All right, we go in 3, 2, 1. Final 20 seconds of work here. Just focus on that breathing. Don't think about the pain. 3, 2, 1. We did it. Okay, we'll do a quick stretch. Ooh, starting by clasping those hands behind us, opening up that chest. Starting to bring that heart rate back down. We can always take a seat if we want. We have this chair. Really easy today. You're welcome. All right, we'll take it to that side arm stretch after all those planks. All right, switching sides. Great work today, I'm sure. If you showed up, that's all that matters. All right, we can bring our leg up onto that chair and stretch into that. Unless you're on wheels, then find a good spot where it doesn't wheel away from you, because you might be doing the split. And then we'll stretch back for that calf stretch, just pointing those toes towards that. Dang, my shoes are wet. That's a fun storm though. Especially right after that heat warning. Switching sides, sorry. Kicking back for that calf stretch. Alright, and then last one here, we'll come into that forward fold, bringing that right hand to the outside of the left foot, bending through that right knee, opening up. Forward fold twist. It's coming, Bart. Switching sides. Alright, coming down to that forward fold once again, rolling up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Do some dynamic hugs at the top. Alright, and then take a deep breath and I'll send you on your way. Big inhale as we fill up those lungs, fill up that belly. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Even though we didn't get a lot of sweating in today, we still did some good work. Alright.